In the strategy facet, it's really about bridging the gap between long-term strategic thinking and the week in, week out actions that your team takes, and making sure that that gap is bridged. So element number one in the strategic facet is what we would refer to as a strategic identity. Strategic identity is this strategic pillar. It's the guiding strategic choice that you've made as an organization that makes you different from your competition, not just better. Element number two is what we call strategic pillars. And the strategic pillars are what hold that strategic identity up. These are the 3 to 4 things that if you focus on them, will make that differentiating strategic idea true. From there, you move into what feels a little bit more like a traditional strategic plan, which has 3-year and 1-year goals tied to it. Those 3-year and 1-year goals are informed by the strategic identity and strategic pillars. But when you put all that together, essentially what you have is a comprehensive strategic plan for your organization, not just for now, but for the long term. Now is where we begin that important transition and bridging the gap between that long-term planning and the work that happens week in, week out. So the last 2 elements are deliberate practice and data. So with deliberate practice, you're focusing on controllable actions and essential work that's tied to the strategy. And what you are looking for there is not necessarily what's the output that we're looking for from our employees and our team, but what's the work that allows for the outputs to happen, and getting really clear about what that practice is. And then you measure that week in and week out. And so that data element becomes not only are we making progress on our strategy and are we achieving the outcomes that we want, but are we actually building a basis for doing the work that matters most. When you put those 5 things together, you have the foundation and the strategic framing to be able to execute and deliver on the promises to your customers and grow your business.